time for Florida State football. This is the Jimbo Fisher Show. The Jimbo Fisher Show is brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. Ram, come in and get a great deal on the best trucks during Ram Truck Month. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe. Hello and welcome to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Tom Block alongside Coach Fisher. And Coach, congratulations, a 45-7 win over Boston College. Really a complete effort in all three phases for your team in this one.
It did. Defensively, we were very dominating. I mean, the first team had 86 yards and 3 first downs and kept great leverage on the ball, played because they run their speed sweeps and hurt a lot of people with them. We kept that. We played really physical inside, tackle well, covered the passes, pressured the passer. I mean, they did a dominant job. Offensively, come out hot, moved the ball very well, scored the first couple drives, and they had a couple things on defense that give us problems, and we adjusted and made plays down the field. We were able to run the ball even as we got it going. The quarterback helped us in the running game, and then Dalvin got going, and we were able to throw the ball down the field and did that. The kicking game was very sound. I mean, we covered kicks well, we kicked the ball well, and got better punting. I was very happy with our punting, our coverage, our punting and things that way. We kicked the ball much better and covered kicks well.
You mentioned the quick start. That enabled your team to learn to play from out in front, play with a lead.
They do, and just had to get in that groove and see how it is to come out, and just got to continue to keep solving. We ain't doing anything different, just keep pressing, trying to put them in good positions, and hopefully they'll keep learning.
It was also senior night, small senior class for your team this year, but nevertheless it always goes fast and it's a sentimental occasion.
Tell you what, a lot of wins in that group now. I mean, a lot of wins. That was, if you're a 4-year guy, that was 44. If you're a 5-year guy, I think that was 55 or 56. And it's a lot of wins in a season and a career. And like I said, a lot of memories, a lot of great history here, and a great senior class.
And congratulations as they go out, at least on senior night, they make a happy memory, certainly. We'll get to some of the highlights from senior night festivities when we come back. We're just getting started right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show. Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, BC rolls into town. Friday night football, that's unique, and we already mentioned senior day, and a lot of memories for these guys.
They really are. I mean, you saw Sean there and DeMarcus. I mean, some with Marquez. I mean, how much they've done for this program. And Bobo, it's a shame he got hurt like that, was having an outstanding senior year, and through all his family. And Kermit right there, and what Kermit's meant from going back to that kickoff return to national championship to how he's progressed as a receiver. Just everything. It's just a great group. Now, boy, we covered kicks very well right here. Right there, Emmett Rice did a great job getting down that field. He had an outstanding job right there covering kicks, and they got a first down. That big tight end is a good player. They got inside on a slant route, and our guys really stiffened up. They did a great job by Josh Sweat on a tight end screen throwback, which is hard to see now. Recognized it, played it back. We got the ball forced out. Now they're trying a little wildcat. Again, get an extra guy up. Great job there, Josh Sweat. Well, playing a run really well. Matthew Thomas was outstanding in the game also. Played very well. Right there, Matthew coming off the edge on the blitz. Oh, Erman Lane coming through and almost picking a screen. That's the way you go, attack your man, and don't sit back and wait for it to happen. And DeAndre was really on fire when he came out. He threw the ball really well. Nice play by Travis right there on a slant route down inside. Here, nice play action. Got great protection. Got Kermit on a double move right inside. Nice. Kermit went up, climbed the ladder, man. A very nice catch right there. Excellent job. Come back to a go route, back shoulder fade right there. Auden, who did a nice job on the night. Using his size and length to keep guys at bay and making plays over the top, which when you cover him, you don't. Nice little naked. Now, DeAndre takes a hit here. Knucklehead's got to learn to set, but once he sees he's going to throw it, just stop and not run into the guy. But made a nice throw. We got down the goal line. And then this was big. We converted both touchdowns. The first two were both third down conversions. That's one of the big plays to me, getting both of those conversions and not kicking field goals. Instead of being 6-0, it was 14-0. Nice move right here. Auden used his size, got inside on a slant, and nice job defense. Boy, filling those gaps. Hoskins doing a great job right there. Playing with Derek's getting better and better every week. Who is that? They broke the tackle right there. We hit that tackle, squared up, and we got to wrap up. That's one of the big plays they got, and about 30 or 40 yards came right there. Good job, Tavares McFadden, running him down. And then the guys here, they got play action coming in the middle. Great job playing the tight end. They were trying to go to the tight end. And T-Mac almost gets him a pick on the sideline again. One of the first game he hadn't for a while, but that was a tough play. Nice coverage here. Look at DeMarcus Walker keeping leverage outside, and then pursuing inside out. Our guys outside set the edge, and doing a much better job setting the edges on the defense. There's Josh Sweat forcing pressure. Quarterback scrambling here on the he and 18 got a box edge. He's got to keep a little better leverage. They go for it on fourth down and have a slant just a little bit high. They had a chance to get it. There's Trey Marshall. Great to have him back in the game. Derek Nottie and the guys inside. And right there, out in the flat, they got him down. They miss it here. It's a man-to-man, but the backer did a nice job on Dalvin. Dalvin caught the ball. Here we come back inside on third down. Just missed. He just underthrew this ball about a yard. He gets it over the top. We got a chance to make a big player possibly score. They doubled the outside guys. The individual coverage is inside. But I'm going to tell you, if Logan Tyler gets a punt off, we'll get a rough in the kicker, and then we're able to capitalize on this and take it down. Nice job adjusting in the pocket, resetting his feet, finding Auden on a comeback on the sideline. Really nice job. Here we go. We're reading it. Got to run. Now, right, Dalvin's got to go ahead and cut that outside thigh board. They're a little bit too light. They can't go around that. Dalvin's got to make that block. We could have scored right there. Could have scored on a couple. Now we hit the counter coming back. They play the quarterback runs. Now we got the counter coming back the other way. Great job, guys, mixing and getting the ball to both sides. And here they make a nice play. Auden's got to make that block. He caught the ball nice, but he's got to block a little better. He had some things right here. And then great job on a low option route by Nooney. Breaks to the sideline, little slant flat right there. DeAndre had some pressure, and he sidearmed and quick handed that ball, but Nooney got ball skills now. I mean, he can play the ball, and it's a great job of being up 14-0 instead of 6. And that's another big play to me, because both those touchdowns were third down conversions. Good job inside. You see Matthew Thomas and all the guys, Derek Nottie, DeMarcus Christmas, Josh Sweat, Derek Hoskins, all those guys. Nice job on a big third and short. That's the way you fit at linebacker. Those linebackers are doing a much better job. Just keep coming downhill. Now run a little trap play. Nice job. Pick up about 4 or 5 with Dalvin and just keep pounding away. They're bunching the box. Now we get him here, get a little reverse, get Kermit back on the outside. Gets the edge. Just keep that defense honest. Now pick up another 8, 10, 12 yards and just keep them having to play, as I say, defend all the grass, sideline to sideline. Now right here, this is a ball. He got to pull this ball under just a hair. Actually, Auden was a little slow on the post. He's got to get out of the way. We'd had more room to come over the top. And then, but DeAndre's got to pull that ball a little bit underneath. Now right here, they had pressure. Good job of trying to go downfield. Throw a safe ball. We get it. No one gets it. It's all right. 2nd and 10 on third down. They end up stopping us right here. They got it. He got to dump it down. There's a crosser coming for about 6 yards. Maybe we break a tackle. He took a sack here. That was DeAndre. Holding the ball too long. He didn't need to take that shot. That's all on him. We had a guy open. And Line did a nice job. But right there, who was that? Derek Nottie again. Up inside, it looks like. Yeah, good job. Good pressure for Christmas. Forcing him up. Them guys playing. There, Jacob Pugh. Now, Jacob, boy, just keeps getting better and better and better. He's got a chance, boy, if he just keeps developing. Just keep developing. There we go. We got the ball back. Get a nice drive. We pop another low reverse. Now, this one's inches. We got to get it timed up just a hair. I mean, he got caught by the shoelace. That ball can go up inside for another 15 or 20, but we get a nice 10-yard gain. Third and short, we go for it. Now, what he's got to do right here is dump it 81 in the flat right there. They played that, or stick this ball right on 88. You got to drive it right in his chest, or we had an outlet to the sideline right there, and he just made a bad choice. Not many he made in the game, but that was one of his. We had it. And Matthew Thomas, great job filling and fitting those back. Just gets better and better each week. Last 2 weeks, he's played outstanding football. Josh Sweat, Derek Nottie right there doing a real nice job. Josh playing the run as well as anybody. He and DeMarcus are great technicians. I mean, really are great technicians in what they're doing. Nooney, this one punt, the one thing he did bad, that ball shouldn't have hit the ground. He could have got to it and fair caught it and cost us about 20 yards on the roll. And this is right before the half right here. And we come out here and get a little, no, this wasn't before the half. It was the drive before that. Now this is a good run right here. Got the edges, stick it outside, good block by 4. We got the guys are back. Now we hit the little zone play up inside, good run by Dalvin. Just keep 4, 5, and 6. Just keep pounding it up in there. You know, they come back. We had a third down pickup. Nice job. Got a little out route down there to Travis. Travis had an outstanding night. Caught the ball, ran with the ball very well. Now, right here, this is the one right here. He should stick this ball right off Dalvin's tail and cut inside right there, and we score. Dalvin's got to go attack the guy better and make a cut. But we had to get that down because there's some big plays we made there. Now we hit the tackle trap coming back the other way. And they had to load it for the quarterback run, and we were able to bring Dalvin out the back door. You see it right here. Excellent blocking by Rod. There's Brock Rubel. The receivers downfield doing a great job staying on. And all the Eberle and Wilson Bell and Kareem Orr and all the guys did a real nice job. Ryan Izzo. Now covering the kicks. Nice job here, getting them down inside. Emmett Rice again. Boy, he just keeps – this guy's going to be a football player now. Keeps getting better. He's athletic, makes plays. Really like how he's progressing here. Good job of setting the edge. Great job right there. Those guys are my Marquez. They're just seeing things quicker, reacting quicker, and playing faster. Again, got pressure here up inside. Nice job right here. I end up being just a hair short. Coverage is tight, pressure's tight, makes that throw just be a hair low. And this is one that right before the half, I'm telling you now, they're in, that guy can rush. He's going to make some money one day. He comes off that edge. We pop his own play here, try to get some of it back, and then on third down we go for it again and end up getting pressure again. Now right there, Izzo's got to help him, but right there, Brock's got to get it. He doesn't. We're lucky. That's one thing about taking chances. When you're backed up in 2 minutes, you're up 3 scores, all of a sudden you create one of those throws, and all of a sudden you're behind. People say, well, you're not aggressive, or things like, when you're up and you got pass rushers, that's the only way they can get back in it. You take chances, but you got to throw the football. Good job punting. Logan was on tonight. We covered very well. Nice job right there. There's Noddy and Christmas, and looked like DeMarcus Walker and Sweat, all of them on it. Those guys are doing a really nice job. We're up 3 scores at half. It's nice to go in with a nice lead at halftime and then get the ball coming out second half.
Coach, it was a short week after that late night in Raleigh, but could you tell early on that the players were dialed in because you were crisp and it was just...
We were. I think the way we practiced, we cut practice back at times, had a day. We only had one really padded practice heavy. The other 2 were helmets, and the way we went about it, and because we did come back so late, but we got a lot of meeting time. The guys were dialed in, and like I say, they're getting better. I've seen it in practice. Whether we showed them, now we got to keep taking it to the field, but we're practicing better, we're preparing better, and hopefully it's starting to show on the field.
Big plays in the first half. You referenced it already, but the first 2 touchdowns were both third-down conversions, part of a 6-for-6 perfection in the red zone in terms of touchdowns.
You want to score touchdowns, and you get third-down conversions down there. Those 2 turn into field goals. All right, you're 1 drive from being behind. Instead of 6 points. I mean, you want the points, but it was a great job. And what was disappointing, though, first and second down, both those drives, we had a couple little errors in there that we didn't execute like we were the whole time. And that's where we got to relax and do a better job on first and second down, not force that third down. But I was happy with the way the guys executed there.
21-zip Florida State at intermission. Second half highlights are coming up. Stay with us right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Second down 9 from the 13-yard line. Moving right. No score. Dropping out of the shotgun. Golson passes the ball left side. Caught ball. Bobo Wilson dragged down out of bounds at the 8-yard line. From the 9, dropping Golson. Golson throws a dart. Caught ball. Touchdown FSU. Travis Rudolph. What a dart throw by Golson through the defenders. And a very, very small, tight window. And he threaded a needle and threw a dart to Travis Rudolph. Third down and 9, dropping Wade, flag thrown, downfield, the pass is intended for an intercepted, picked off at the 13-yard line. LaMarcus Brutus with an acrobatic, athletic interception inside the 15-yard line. Shotgun formation with the ball is the quarterback, send around. It's Sherman Olsen. He will go down to the 41-yard line. He is stuffed for a loss of 1. Big time hit by Terrence Smith and DeMarcus Walker. Darius Webb, a misdirection play, a handoff, and there is DeMarcus. Bubble. It's picked up out of the middle. Jalen Ramsey will take it to the house. Touchdown FSU. Touchdown Florida State. The fumble caused by DeMarcus Christmas, and Christmas present for Jalen Ramsey, who picks it up on the ground and runs down the near sideline for a 41-yard touchdown. Here's the snap, Golson, roll action to the right side, rolling. He's still on his feet, clock down to 2, down to 1, down to no time left, and he'll throw it away. Game is over, and Florida State records a shutout on the road against the Boston College Eagles. Celebrate, Seminoles. Dance to the war chant. 14-0, an old-fashioned slugfest.
Welcome back to the Jimbo Fisher Show. Coach, you have the lead at the half. We haven't mentioned it was Veterans Day and Military Appreciation Night, and about as special a scene as maybe I can recall at Doak Campbell with what unfolded at one point.
What a great for this family to have their daddy and have her husband come home, and after being out serving our country, not a greater sacrifice that not only he makes, but that family makes, the worries and the things that they go through. And, there's a price there are the freedoms in which we have. And those gentlemen right there and the men and women of our armed forces do a tremendous job, and very proud. And any way we can help in that regard, I'm glad that was a great reunion. Here we go. We had the kickoff coming out. We get the first run. It was good. We get it popped out here, get a nice big run by Dalvin, and get him going, get a nice 30-yard run right there, and we get it. And we end up getting stalled right here. They got pressure. We end up missing a third down right here. We got a third down, and we got it. We got a guy wide open, and just that number 7 again. He gets off the edge, and we thought we could get him with Ricky, so we ended up starting chipping him and doing some things to take him. Nice job. But look right here. Matthew Thomas on a 3rd and 3. You talk about being all over a guy in the flat. It's hard to do now. They did it to us once. We come back and return the favor. Now here, we got to go ahead and stick that ball up inside and get about a 3-yard gain. Don't try to bounce it. Just stick it and give me a 3-yard gain because they had it filled up. Then we come back, first 2 drives, we end up being just a hair short. Right here, ball's on the wrong shoulder. Ball's on the inside shoulder, needs to be on the outside shoulder. It gets broken up. Now, a great job here. He dumps down to his 3rd read, and sometimes Dalvin in the flat. They played it. They played everybody down the field. We ended up a yard short and had to punt the first 2 drives. Very disappointing in what we had here. And had some up, but we moved the ball a little bit. They come back, and our defense is just playing lights out. I mean, our defense, Trey Marshall, there's Fred Jones in the game, all those guys, and Big Wally gets in there. You see him in there holding the point. Great job right there. But 8, you got to make that tackle now. Got to play in space and put your eyes down on his belly button. See his head. All right, they're going over the top right here. Kyle Myers almost gets a pick. Did a great job playing the play. Played through the guy's hands, didn't react to the ball to the end. Here we got a backside. They come out on the quarterback run. Again, 7 coming from the backside now. They're doing a good job. And we try to get a counter right here. And there he is again, coming from the backside. We should have pulled that one out. That's 112 could have pulled and ran around the end and would have made a big difference. But here, 3rd down, we get a nice. They're playing over the top on the go right now. We've been playing with odd, and now they're back. We start back shouldering 15 over the top behind. Now we get to sweep out wide, get Dalvin out in space, get great blocking, hat for a hat. Freddie Stevenson, all the guys out front. Dalvin gets us down there. We make a big run down about the 15-yard line. Here they go. Get a nice little naked right here. Come back on the outside. Great blocking downfield. Travis does a tremendous job with his body here, staying in bounds, extending the ball, getting it in the end zone, and we get up 4 scores there, and it was a great drive and great execution by the guys. Good deflection right there. They're trying a little fading out. Safety getting off the hash, making the play. Again, there's Christmas back inside doing a good. Brian Burns is going to be an outstanding. There's Jackson, D-Jack in there making plays. Guys, they're getting all those young guys in there. DeAndre again, they're playing it. The back, he didn't have to back shoulder that one. Should have played that one over the top. He had a little lead, but again, working that outside number, and him and Auden got a good feel. And this right here, he takes a nice job. Got to hang on that ball. 15 should make that catch. And it's an add-on. What happened right to give it a little pressure, and they get a late hit, which it really was. He just took a little shot on his shoulder, and he was good. He said he's telling me he's okay, but we want to get him out and check it, and then let Sean come in the game, and we ran a little play-action pass, and here on 3rd down, Sean comes right back. Sean's been practicing extremely well. He's really starting to get really, really healthy. But he throws the back shoulder to Auden in the one-on-one, went to the matchup we wanted, and had other routes called. But then here we get a nice play-action. He looks front side, comes all the way to the back side, throws a little corner route right here to Auden that size, and we get a nice drive right there. So we decided that Sean, it's senior night, because Sean's played well. He's doing well. No reason to keep DeAndre out there and let Sean play and get some great experience right. Again, reward him for the great career he's had and the way we need to finish. And like I say, you always get those guys. Keep 2 guys fresh at quarterback. It's always great. Now look here, playing the quarterback runs, Matthew Thomas playing leverage on it. He and Brian Burns did a great job. Inside, we played the run. They get play action. Little zone play up inside, and the guys are just, they're wadding it up, playing great. They're doing a great job. Brian right there thought the ball was coming out, and I'm sure he wasn't gun shy about trying to get a targeting, and you got to learn to go ahead and you got one. It was an accident. Now here, this is just great hustle. Jackson just hits their guy and knocks him back 2 yards and gets a block punt by just doing his job on a normal play. And that's when you play hard on every play, things can happen. We get a play action, run a counter play here. They're on it. We pick up a few yards, and the guys are just pounding. Sean's in there. That's Jaquez in there running the football very well. Nice little power play up inside. Again, just keep pushing. But see those runs become 1, end up 4 yards. So now you're in good down that big body, learning to use that body. Then we miss a 3rd down slant right there, but then Logan Tyler comes in. He's our long field goal guy, like you say. We hit a 53-yarder. Great for him. He's been kicking the ball really well in practice, and came in his first field goal, be 53 yards and convert. That's big time. That's big time. Watch the kickoff right where we want it, right down by the numbers, about 2 yards deep, about 2-yard line. And we're playing. Now watch A.J. Westbrook right here playing. We had Levante Taylor made this play. He kept stretching that thing by keeping leverage outside and allowed the inside guys. A.J. and those guys went up and made a nice play, made a great tackle right there. was a great job. Nice job again. There's D-Jack, again, swarming to the football. Trey Marshall fitting from the safe position. Fred Jones. All those guys doing a great job inside. He's playing very physical. Boom. Nice tackle right there, Matthew. Just gets better and better. And you got to remember, it's almost like he hadn't played in a while. He's just playing good football right now. Now we got to field this punt. This one here is a little bit, no, not this one, excuse me. They got a bad bounce. Get away from it. Get away from it. We had overloaded the side. They went the other way. Get a nice little play action here on second down. Sean sees, there we go, big 88. I can tell you what, Maven is, he's a heck of an athlete. Gets better and better, man. A nice big 20-yard game. It was great to see him catch a ball. Here we go. Pop a little counter or zone play up inside. There you go. Keep pushing that pile. There you go, big guy. 4 yards becomes 7. Now we run a counter on the backside. Does a good job coming out of it. Again, I like to drop his pads right there and run over a guy. But again, still made a nice 9, 10-yard run, pound it down inside. We had a nice play action here, and we're looking for the quarter, tight end and the fullback in there. Again, on senior night, great to see old Freddie Stevens. He's not a more team-oriented guy, and for him to get a big touchdown right there was awesome, and especially on senior night. Freddie's a great player for us. Great teammate, too, great leader. And getting pressure on the quarterback, pushing that pocket. They get up inside, but the guys they're swarming to the football. They're swarming to it. Good job. Emmett Rice, Kyle Myers, all those young guys. Josh Sweat, a lot of freshmen and sophomores. Here they pop the reverse. Get on the edge. We got to get that edge just a little. Orman got to support just a hair quicker than Malik Jackson out there in the game doing a good job. Here they get a little play action on the tight end coming across. Levante, not bad. Just he went for the ball and played underneath. Got to get his other offhand and swat with his left hand instead of his right hand. He's going to make that play. But they made a play, got down the end zone at the end, and had a good drive. They kept playing hard. I'm telling you, they're a well-coached, tough football team. Coach Adagio does a great job. Here we go. This is one, Ryan does a good job hitting it, but he ended up putting this ball on the ground. We miss a block, but right there, that ball can never hit the ground. Great job. Jaquez got him back on it, but, man, we can't have that now. We got to take care of that football. Again, Sean, the guys running out. There's Ryan Green. You see him now. When you talk about bounce outside now, this guy's got some wheels too now. He gets to the edge, nice run, picks up about 12, 13 yards, did a really nice job. Get a nice little zone play down inside. Steve Williams, a senior, who does an outstanding job now for our scout teams and being a teammate. He's one of the guys we rewarded with a scholarship at the beginning of the year. And there's Big Red going in the game, Keith Weeks. And those guys are all outstanding. Right there we get a nice little run, and we end the game. And the guys were moving the ball very well. Did a nice job in the game. And we ran the football on them, which is very tough to do. We threw it very efficiently, converted into red zone, and played outstanding defense in the game. And they never had a turnover, and we never had a turnover.
45-7, the final score. Your team improves to 7-3. What were you most pleased with in terms of how your team performed?
First of all, taking care of the football, but coming out and playing with consistency on all three and learning to feed off each other. When one side's playing, the other side's playing, and winning the field position battles and taking advantage on offense. And then on defense, when you still moved it and pinned them back, you held them back, give the ball to the back of the offense, and played the game together. And then efficiently on both sides, did a great job in the third downs on defense. We converted on offense. We scored touchdowns in the red zone. We took care of the football, played situational ball very well, but just played with a lot more consistency and not very much negativity.
Big play of the second half. Sean McGuire on senior night gets in, played well and hit a big third down conversion.
It was a drive down there and got us going. You got the game, how it's going to continue, and he hits a big third down. And Sean, just great to see Sean stay sharp. Come in at 5 for 7, do 2 touchdowns, sharp as a whip, and got got 2 really good quarterbacks.
FSU gets the win. Turn the page on to Syracuse this week. We'll talk about the matchup in New York coming up when we continue here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Today's final stats are presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Shop ChooseNissan.com. Innovation that excites. Inside the Helmet is presented by Hyundai.
My name's Keith Weeks. I'm a fifth-year redshirt senior, and I'm from Tampa, Florida, and I play offensive line. Oh, I'm a Florida State fan through and through. My brother and sister graduated from Florida State, so growing up, I was that kid, and during some of the rough days with Tebow at Florida, wearing my Florida State stuff at middle school and high school, and yeah, I grew up in Tampa, and I grew up with a lot of bandwagon Florida fans. It was really just one of those things that I had to toughen through, and I remained loyal, so loyal to Florida State, and to play here now after it all, it's been unbelievable. I was a Bucs fan. I remember a lot of games got blacked out when I was younger. Not, with Jameis there now, it's kind of funny. Like, he's a good friend, and for him to see him, grow up so much as he did, and to now be a franchise quarterback for the team that I rooted for as growing up, it's unbelievable, honestly. I played baseball when I was younger, but once the bases got longer and I got bigger, that didn't work out for me. So I stuck with football, and I'm happy I did. 100%, no doubt in my mind. I actually had a good preferred walk-on to USF, and my mom wanted me to go, but I was dead set Florida State. I came early in summer and joined the team then, and looking back, I wouldn't change it, man. It's been the best ride of my life. I was lucky to get any car I could get. I remember we were car shopping, and my mom showed me this soccer mom SUV, and when I turned 16 on my birthday, she was like, "Oh, we got that nice soccer mom SUV for you out in the front drive." I was like, "Oh crap, I didn't want that," but I was gonna be grateful. And I ran out there, and my parents surprised me with a nice little Ford truck, and I still have it now. It's the best thing I could have, and she'll break down here and there, but she's loyal, and I'll fix her up, and we keep her going. High school to college, definitely laundry. Laundry was the tough thing at first. And then going to class, that was a speed bump. But, it's nice. You get this responsibility, and there's no one there to tell you what to do. And you kind of get to get out from under the wing. And that was my parents' big thing, was when you leave the nest, you're gone for good. So, you're going to stumble and make mistakes, but you're going to learn from your mistakes. And, it's been a great experience here at Florida State. I love Tallahassee. I love everything it has to offer. Free time is precious. I'm roommates with Sean, and we try and play as much golf as possible. I mean, we'll be out at Seminoles or Southwood, and usually that's our Sunday thing. We'll go play some golf, hang out with the guys, just enjoy the camaraderie. I was actually big red before I got to college, but once I got to college, it just turned to red because I wasn't as big anymore. But yeah, I don't even think the coaches knew my real name for my first year, 2 years, but finally I remember Coach Triggett, my junior year, was like, "Red, what's your real name?" I was like, Keith. But, he's like, "I like red better," and I was like, "I like red better too," so.
I get some weird looks here and there, but I mean, I'm a 6'4" redhead. I'm like a unicorn.
I think what you see is what you get with me. I mean, I got a good personality. I like to have fun. I like to joke around, keep the mood light. But as far as hidden talents, I don't think so. I think I'm just me, and I like that. A lot of people like that too. So, man, first time running out of the tunnel. I mean, you get the chills right when you walk out of the locker room. The atmosphere is just electric, and when you really take that first step, you're like, whoa. But first of all, I hope I don't trip. And then once you see the crowd and the fireworks and the band's there and the cheerleaders are on the sidelines, it's overwhelming, and it's definitely one of those feelings that it doesn't get old. Every time it gets better, and it's definitely something I look forward to every Saturday. When that clock hit 000, man, we made that final tackle. It was unbelievable. I mean, I remember we were all doing confetti angels out on the 50-yard line. We had the hats on, and it was all smiles. And that's what you work for every year, man, is that one moment of just pure joy. I mean, it was all worth it because, you work so hard, and, you don't really see it every day, but for everybody to come together and see it at that time, and it was just unbelievable. That was a special team, man, special atmosphere. I found out, literally just got called into office, and he was just like, Red, I couldn't think of anybody else that deserved this more than you, and it's really very fortunate and lucky. The coaches recognized my hard work and rewarded me with a scholarship.
Red, as you know, we still have some scholarships available, and nobody I can think of deserves any more than you do. How hard you've worked, what you've done, and become such a viable part of us, and I can't think of a better person I want to reward.
I've dreamed about this day, Coach, so it's an honor. I appreciate it.
You sure you want to sign that?
100%.
I bled, sweat, and cried for this, and it's unbelievable. I mean, to set a goal and achieve it is it's really one of those things that kind of, you know, some of my teammates says it's inspired them. Definitely my dad. I remember my dad on the way to practice making sales calls, you know, job never stopped, and, you know, he coached me growing up, and, you know, he always sacrificed so me and my family could have, you know, a great life, and I really appreciate it for that. Definitely my time at Florida State has been special. I mean, it's been one of those things looking back now, like I just smile, and, you know, I almost tear up, like the friends I've met, and Coach Fisher's always said, like, you know, you're gonna remember the games for sure, but when you get together later on, people are gonna say, you know, what they remember about you, how you worked on the field, you know, the stories that you have together, and just the memories that we built here. We struggled, yeah, during summer, we ran and we sweat and we worked out, but in our free time, you know, we were just, you know, your average college student, you know, having a great time, you know. It's unbelievable. I mean, I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. It's priceless, and no one can take that from me.
5 seconds. Let's go ahead and track X. Stand by to roll X. 3, 2, 1, roll X.
Every down like it's your last one. Even if you're about to die, I'll play one more down as hard as I can play.
This is the biggest one because it's right here, right now. This is all you control. Right here, right now. Give it all you got, man.
Home to a team known for dispatching its visitors, Doak Campbell Stadium has long been one of the toughest places to play in college football. The electricity in Doak has become so intrinsic, the planning and choreography put into game day is often overlooked. Every field recognition, crowd prompt, and hype video is strategically placed to create the ultimate atmosphere.
There are a lot of things that go into putting together a script for a game. Everything from sponsors and how they would like to be projected into the game, to the sounds that the players like to hear from the PA during the game, to working with the network, to making sure operationally that we're sound in everything we do.
It's a tall task, but the balance lies in a collaboration between the marketing staff and the Seminole Productions crew.
We work with the network on determining when the kickoff is going to be, and once we figure out the time of that, everything gets backtracked from there, where we plan everything out to the second and minute.
So they'll kind of put together a structure and then hand it off to us, and then we'll, do the creative muscle behind that as far as creating all the content. We'll also prepare things for crowd prompts, hype videos, pump-up videos, some of the other elements that would get crowd going or get players going.
The foundation is laid months in advance, but even with all of the preparation, the crew assembles hours before kickoff to guarantee a smooth production.
Typical game day for us is first kind of getting the crew to come in for our crew call, and then going over our strategy for the game. Then we'll send everybody out to go ahead and set up all of our equipment, which includes cameras and communication for like wireless headsets and that sort of thing.
Once the stage is set, the production begins. Kirby blends his knowledge of football with close attention to the flow of the game. While the coaches are signaling plays into the huddle, Kirby is making calls to his team.
Stand by to track Garnet left channel, stand by to cut Garnet.
Ensuring that each prompt enhances the atmosphere.
So I'll pretty much have a script that'll be in front of me during a game. We use like page numbers, and so I could say, hey, give me 827. And so everybody in the control room would know exactly what I'm talking about.
Helping with the video board production is a staff of nearly 30, many of whom are students in Florida State's digital media production program.
Students that go to Florida State can get involved in game day by working camera, working the various graphics, or even the slow-mo operation. And all the students that go through digital media production have to get familiar with one aspect of game day.
It's a great opportunity, and we have a lot of students that we rely on for game day positions, and they're not only learning how to do a board show and how to incorporate all the different elements and how to plan things out, but they're also getting the experience on doing broadcast shows.
It truly is all hands on deck for the action-packed production. From the summer planning meetings to the victory fireworks, if there's one thing everyone can agree on, it's that the final product makes all of the hard work worth it.
When I'm sitting in Doak Campbell Stadium as a fan, after knowing what has gone on behind the scenes and how much hard work has gone in to preparing what goes on the Jumbotron, you just have such a great appreciation of how every single thing is planned. Every time you hear this stand up and shout and getting the fans all pumped up, that's all planned, and I can just picture Kirby in the control room telling all the students to fire different videos to, help as much as they can on the field.
But at the end of the day, you just try to make sure it's the most entertaining product that people can have, and ultimately try to make it to where people want to be in our stadium as opposed to staying at home.
I'm Catherine Phillips for the Jimbo Fisher Show.
The Look Ahead is presented by Florida Farm Bureau Insurance. Register to win a football fantasy experience at knowlescontest.com.
Welcome back, Coach. One last road trip during the regular season. You get to take on Syracuse. This is a new-look Syracuse team since last you saw them. New coach, new style of play.
They really are. And I'll tell you what, you watch film at the beginning of the year and you watch film now. They're playing very well. They give up some points and yards the other day, but the way they're playing, the physicality on defense, offense, I know the quarterback was banged up last game. Got hurt in the Clemson game before that, and we don't know if he'll be playing. But they spread you out. They get you in space. I mean, they throw so many screens and pumps and slants, and then all of a sudden you get spread out and they start running the football inside with traps and draws and even zone plays, and then the quarterback runs. I mean, they stretch you. You talk about have to defend every blade of grass they make, and their splits are extremely wide. Special teams, they're always, does a great job mixing play calls and what they do on special teams. Defensively, like I say, they'll mix you in man and blitz the heck out of it, and all of a sudden they'll be back in cover two and playing all the looks. They challenge you in every way, shape, or form. Their inside guys are getting bigger and stronger as the year goes on. They're getting better and better. And, up there in that dome, that's always a very tough place to play. We're going to have to play really well, and this is another great challenge for our young team after having two very solid games in this month to be able to go up there on the road and see if we can carry it up there.
I was going to ask you about the dome. Any specific nuances other than noise in there that you have?
It is noise now. It's a different kind of noise too. It really is, and you got to make sure your communications are doing well, and where you verbalize things, where you hand signal things, all the things that go on, and we have to be sharp. And again, they're going to play well. Kickoff time has been announced, and it will be 3:30 FSU at Syracuse this Saturday. Stay tuned. We've still got one more segment to go, and we'll do that right after this here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
Welcome to the Fueling Station. My name's Kara Feeney. I'm a registered dietitian here at Florida State, and today we're going to talk about whey protein. I always like to think food first, supplements second, but there are some times when whey protein supplements is really important. That could be when you're on the go, or especially for our athletes after training. Whey is a protein found in milk, and it's actually a byproduct of cheese making. Just an interesting fact there for you. So when we're supplementing with whey protein post-workout, there's two different forms of whey. That's whey protein concentrate and whey protein isolate. Whey protein isolate is further processed, and so it's a higher percentage of protein. When we're looking at a supplement, it is very important to make sure that it's NSF certified per sports. Supplements aren't regulated in the United States, and so we always have to make sure that they're third-party tested. So as you can see, you can find the NSF certification label when you're looking for a certain product. So here's one of our Muscle Milk products. This is an RTD that contains whey protein concentrate. So the concentrate isn't as further processed down, and it still contains lactose in it. So for our friends that are lactose intolerant, this could potentially bother them. It's really important to take these protein supplements within 15 minutes of finishing your workout so that you can stimulate muscle protein synthesis and the rebuilding of your muscles. Thanks for joining us today. Be sure to follow us at FSU Fuel, and we'll see you next time.
Welcome back, Coach. I mentioned it was a short week leading up to BC. This wasn't extra long, but you did get an extra day by playing Friday. Now, how significant is that this late in the season?
Well, I think it is, especially when you get bangs and bruises. Just another day off to heal and rest and catch your breath and just to get away a little bit, get your mind away from the game for a day. You know what I'm saying? You go in and get your treatment, do your stretch and strides, and we do our film studies and breakdowns. But then we take a little bit of time there, right there, just take a deep breath and get down these last 2 games.
This is a sidebar story, of course, to team success, but Dalvin is 19 yards away from a pretty big milestone and becoming the all-time leading rusher in FSU history.
He is, and playing very well, just gets better and better. And like I said, at the beginning of the year, everybody was worried about him. We knew it was just a matter of getting him in the groove and playing, and he's played very well and very consistent. And, to be mentioned in the names he's being mentioned with, that enough it says what kind of player you are and what you've meant to this program and this organization.
You talk about Novembers to remember. You're halfway there. This is another chance to continue to stride in the right direction.
It is. You got to learn to peak at the end of the year, and our guys are getting better and better, and they're pushing through the finish line. And hopefully, we got 2 weeks, and we got to take it one at a time. We got to play a great game on the road, and then come back and play our last home game. But this Syracuse game will be big, and we need to play well and finish off the conference the right way.
Again, kickoff 3:30 this Saturday in Syracuse. We'll have a look back next week, right here on the Jimbo Fisher Show.
This has been the Jimbo Fisher Show, brought to you by the Florida Lottery, over $30 billion and counting to education. Just imagine. The energy-saving conservation programs of Tico People's Gas. Coca-Cola, try a game changer of your own. Taste the feeling. SunTrust, the official bank of Florida State Athletics. And by Nick's Toggery, provider of Coach Fisher's wardrobe.